Yo, everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Red Till Death show where we talk Manchester United mainly. But we will touch on the World Cup since it is the World Cup time. And, United players have been balling out so far in the World Cup, innit, Mako?
Been doing great so far. I think they've been the most exciting players to watch, personally. None of this passing it backwards, none of this sideways football, just direct goals, dribbling, taking players on. The standout players in most games.
Yeah. I think for me, a big standout has been Mazraoui, man. Yo, he has been balling out, bro. At left back as well. You know what I mean?
Adapted his game, he's getting forward.
I know it's been 2 games now where he's been very good. So I think he's doing well. Who else has been doing well? You got Cunha scoring a brace.
Great performance. Great
Cunha got
performance.
a brace for Brazil.
I think absolutely. A perfect striker's performance, I'd go as far to say. Considering he's not a striker and he's replaced a striker and outperformed him.
I didn't watch the game, so how good was that performance?
Oh, it was from minute one, relentless, best player on the pitch for Brazil up until he came off. He scored his brace in the first, 35 minutes, I think. First one, proper poacher's goal, pouncing on an opportunity. I'm not taking that it was lucky and it was like right there for him because Messi did that the other night and everyone was screaming about it. Say, oh, he's in the right place. Second goal, just striker's run in behind, perfect finish, top corner. I've actually got a stat here about the game as well. It says, in the 21st century, so from 2000 onwards, only 2 players have either equaled Cunha's rating in that match. Cunha got a 9.2. The only other to get a 9.2 was Oscar versus Croatia in the 2014 World Cup. We know how good he was then. And the only other person to get higher than him was R9 with a 9.3 in 2006 against Japan.
There's a big names we're talking about right now.
Both of those players played 90 minutes. Cunha came off with 25 to go, was on a hat-trick.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, listen,
as far as
they took him off as well. Why would they take him off when he's about to get a hat-trick? Is he mad?
Game was done. Game was done, and I think it was a good opportunity to get Endrick in. He looked all right. He scored, but it was offside. That's another one as well. Brazil got caught offside quite a lot. Rafinha twice, Vinny a couple times, Endrick once. Cunha was the only one not getting caught out. Timing of his runs was perfect, and it led to a goal. So, yeah. And then Ederson also came on. Ederson also came on.
Oh, Ederson
played right back, I think. Got in some good positions. Just not like ideal. He probably should have scored. He got the ball at the back post and just missed.
I saw that clip. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're getting in good positions after not playing for how long? He's not played a game of football in ages, and he comes on the pitch in this heat, getting in good places in the zone, ready to go. So I like that.
Yeah, man, that's the stuff we love to hear. You know what I mean? United boys balling out. Obviously, Rashford scored for England as well. So
Rashford scored for England.
You know, I mean, listen, I don't know if you've been seeing the hints that United are throwing out on Twitter and that about Rashford. They're posting him and that. Like, I don't know how.
I mean, it's like, oh, he's one of ours. It's like, I get that he's contracted to the club, but come on.
Even Barcelona were posting him with begs, fam. They can allow it.
They can do one, mate. They can do one. They're not allowed to post him.
Well, these man didn't.
In my eyes, Rashford doesn't have a club.
Huh?
In my eyes, Rashford doesn't have a club because I don't see him playing for us next season, really. I think we're going to sign a left winger instead. And then it's wherever else he goes. I think I heard Bayern were looking at him, apparently. Right. I think it would be a good move for him. I think he'd be even better there than at Barcelona.
Would he start with Luis Diaz?
I think he'd give him competition. I mean, you remember those two in the league at the same time. I don't think there was really much to split them other than the fact that one was winning the league and the other wasn't. But that's the team you play for. I think Rashford in the Bundesliga could do what Diaz is doing. It's a big difference, but I mean, Rashford was the best player in a crap United team. Luis Diaz was an accessory to much better players.
Well, I have a sneaky feeling that we're going to bring Rashford back. You know,
I do too.
And I don't know how I feel about it because I just think it's a bad look on the club. I personally wouldn't do it if I'm the club after all that's went on. You know what I mean? All that, you know, the disrespect that he was doing.
The interviews at the primary schools and the forcing his way out, getting fucking Garnacho to wear a Villa shirt.
Getting drunk in fucking Ireland instead of turning up to training. Do you know what I mean?
It's that all over again. It's the turning up late. It's the bad attitude, and I think it might be the environment of Manchester. You know, we know he don't live the cleanest life when he's here. That's proven. We've all seen it. I'm not going to get into it.
I don't hate Rashford as a person for it, because at the end of the day, he's a normal lad. Do you know what I mean? But
he's like
we're talking about Manchester United first team. We're talking about someone who's on 350k a week, mate. Do you know what I mean? You can't be doing them things there. So listen, I'm gonna give Rashford a dab. Another person who had a great performance. Again, I didn't watch this game. Lisandro Martinez. I've been hearing a lot of good praise about his performance in that game.
What? I mean, I didn't really pay attention to him, to be honest. I watched that game purely for Messi. So I was just fixated on him. He didn't have the ball. He's walking around. I'm watching him, waiting for him to do something. But, I mean, clean sheet. I know he dictated the game.
I mean, it's good if you don't notice a centre-back.
Well, yeah, exactly. Keep in shape. And he played 90 minutes of football. That's probably the biggest positive you can say about Martinez at the minute.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit worrying for us. You know what I mean? If he has too many 90 minutes over there, we don't know if he's coming back in one piece. You know what I mean?
No. And then the last person I wanted to mention was Ahmad. Obviously, he's played twice now. But I saw a stat. It said something along the lines of after every team have played one game, Amad Diallo had completed the most dribbles out of anyone in the tournament. He came on with 25 minutes to go and scored a winner. That's perfect performance. I mean, what more can you ask? To play 25 minutes, complete more dribbles than anyone else in the entire tournament, whether they played 90 minutes or 5, and scoring a winner. Is it the only winning goal? Late winner in the World Cup so far? Oh, no. I think Colombia got one too. And Undab just got one. I think at the time it was the first. It was the first late winner.
We know Ahmad's
arriving at the big stage.
He's a baller, but
he is. He's got to find himself at United.
I mean, the thing is that it's difficult with Ahmad at the moment at United because obviously last season he had a poor season under Carrick, especially. He wasn't too bad under Amorim, but I think this is kind of his make or break season at United. And you know, looking at international football, as much as he's playing well, and I do love him as a player, like I really do, like the close control, the 1v1 ability. You know, the creativeness, you know what I mean? He's got that. But, you know, you can't really take too much from international football, which we've learned in the past. No. Amrabat, you know what I mean? Even that.
I mean, Ahmad coming back from AFCON, he had a great tournament. He probably had the best tournament out of most of the players. Came back and was crap.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You can't really judge it.
We're talking about Premier League football at the end of the day. So
yeah,
man. I mean, listen, I hope he does well.
Yeah, so do I. I hope we keep him, but it's not the end of the world if we don't, because I mean, you look at our history of signing players and selling them on. How often do we buy a player and sell them on for more? It's not often at all. No. We signed him for, I think it was £25 million.
Ahmad,
like 4 years, something like that. Yeah,
it was. I'm sure it was 35 mil plus add-ons to Atalanta.
Was it?
Yeah. Pounds. It was a last minute. It was a panic buy by Ed Woodward. You know them ones.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I mean,
it's when we signed Pelistri.
If it was 35 plus add-ons, I reckon we could get 40 for him, which is still, I mean, to have a player for that long, he had some big moments for us.
And also,
won us an FA Cup.
Also, he's been here for like 5 years now, so it'd be basically pure profit. So, you know, this is his make or break season at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean?
So
and even if he has another bad season, his value could even go down. So
could do.
You know, we'll just have to see with Ahmad. You know what I mean? We'll just have to see. But transfer news. Now listen. I don't know. I don't like what I'm seeing at the moment. Do you know what I mean? I'm seeing Tottenham coming in for Matheus Fernandes, and apparently he's open to agreeing terms with him. What do you think of that, mate?
Well, I think he's stupid. He must have a fetish for relegation battles, because, like, how can you look at Manchester United and think, oh no, I want to make the move now? He's probably just wants to get the move. He's probably stressed that he's in the Championship, wants to get his big move and wants to get it early so he can start getting paid. And if Spurs are offering the big money and that's what he's looking for, then I wouldn't be surprised if Ineos turned away, because as we saw last season, it's either you want United or you're not coming. Simple as that. You have to want it more than anyone else.
I think his agent, George Mendes, we know he's a super agent. He knows what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? He's very good at his job. He knows how to get money for his clients. And listen, I love Matheus Fernandes as a player. So I would be heartbroken if he went to Spurs because you know how much I love him. I think he's quality, man. But you know, I do think that we'll get it done. I just think it's a bit. It's just a game of, you know what I mean, PR a bit.
I think we will. I mean, we've seen this. We've seen this with Bruno Fernandes. We were, should we do it? Should we not? Waiting off it. All of a sudden, Spurs get on the phone to him. We'll sign you right now, and he's getting ready to go to Spurs. And then United cough up the money after that, proven to be our best signing post Fergie.
Spurs ain't stealing no one. G. You get me? I don't know who the flip you think they are. I don't believe
if they get him in, they haven't stole him at all. They've overpaid. That's the way I put it.
And at the end of the day, mate,
they got to pay big money.
At the end of the day, mate, we stolen bad players off him. You get me? They give us Berbatov. They give us who was it? Michael Carrick over the years. Come on, bro. These guys are idiots to us. You get me? So it's a minor. You know what I mean?
They won't compete. He's not going to be the player to take them back up the table. You probably put him mid-table.
I think if he joins them and they get Tonali, they will be going for Europe.
And Tonali would do something if you can keep your players fit. But after that, I think I don't see him getting both of them though. Where are they getting that money from? Where's the money for Fernandes for 80 million and Tonali for another 100?
Back-to-back 17th place finishes and they're splashing cash.
Has a side that could have gone down on the last day of the season ever been able to spend that much money? I understand they're a bigger club than all of them, but there's no way that they've got that money. There's no way. Something's wrong there.
Listen, I think that proves to me that Ineos, I don't want to see no little 4 signings and them telling us, oh, money's tight. If these men are spending money like this, I want to see big pot spent. I don't give a damn. I want to see 8 signings. I want to see left back, left wing, centre back, striker, 3 midfielders. No,
I want to see a new 11. A new entire 11 signings, all there. New team.
That's what I'm saying, bro. How the hell are these men spending that much money, bro?
I think coming into this summer, realistically, we got 4 signings done last summer with no Europe. Champions League on top. I was expecting 5 or 6. At least 5 of them to be first team quality players, whether they start or on the bench first off, and then maybe another one here or there. I'm very worried that we're going to end up with Ederson, Baleba, and some of them.
Hold on. You bring me to my next point because it might not even be Baleba, mate. I'm seeing Sander Berger links. That 6'5" dopey bastard in midfield for Fulham. I'm seeing links to him. If we don't get Matheus Fernandes and we end up with Ederson and Sander Berg, I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah?
No.
I will lose my mind.
I just don't. If that's the case, whether it's Baleba, Berg, whoever it is, you're not signing players. We finished 3rd, right? And the 2 teams above us are in a title race. You can only get into a title race if you're going to improve. These players 100%. Aren't going to get us there. That should be the goal. Next season should be a title race, at least in it. I'm not saying we need to go and win the league, but if anyone's going to do it, or if we're going to have confidence in anyone to do it, it's us. Because every other team hasn't got all the managers have just come in. Maresca's only just got to City. He's not played a game yet. Xabi Alonso at Chelsea. Iraola at Liverpool. There's no vote of confidence there. At least we've got some evidence to say we can go on a run of games that is title worthy. So why are we not taking that opportunity? Why are we not going all out this summer? It's exactly what we did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We waited and
go on.
We waited and waited to see, will there be a better manager available? Can Ole keep us in that sort of top 4 area for long enough so the budget can be big and then we can go and spend on a big manager and give them all the signings? Why not just do it now?
100%. I think Ineos are just being a little bit too safe at the moment. They're looking to... I understand that they want to improve the squad as a whole, but when it comes to... We're the biggest club in England, mate. We should not be signing these guys. We need to be signing big players. We need to be signing players that take us to glory, mate. Not these flipping water carriers like Berger and Anderson and Ederson. I don't mind one of them. I don't like 2 of them. You get me? So obviously, these man need to pattern up. And obviously, you're talking about Are you guys signing Elliot Anderson? You know we're not signing Elliot Anderson, you muppet. You get me? You blue bastard. You get me?
I mean, where's that gone with City? I thought we were on the verge of seeing him signed.
They rejected a 120 mil bid because it wasn't the structure they wanted.
No, but they want 120 mil cash straight up.
It will get done. But listen, Elliot Anderson, yeah, forget him. I don't even
He's
care.
Not worth 120 million pounds.
Hmm?
He's not worth 120 million pounds. I mean, I don't think any human being is worth 120 million pounds, but you know, I just think the market's gone crazy. Well, 80 million got you Ronaldo in 2009.
Hey,
15, 16 years later, 120 million is getting you a kid that has played for Nottingham Forest, who are at the bottom of the league, who's like, I don't know, ran about a bit, has some good stats. I don't see why that makes sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. And City are going to pay it. And do you know what? They'll pay it and they'll go and win the league with him. It'll be lifting the trophy in a year's time and everyone will say it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, but I do agree that to win, you've got to spend money. There's no way to win without spending money. You got to spend the big bucks. But I just think Elliot Anderson, when I look at Elliot Anderson, without the name, without looking at him as English big midfielder, we were just looking at him as a player. He's worth nowhere near that, mate. And EK, you're laughing here, but you even said that he's worth 70 mil tops. You get me? So at the end of the day, he's not that good of a player. I think he's just one of them. He's high energy, 60 mil max. 60 mil max, he's saying. This is what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, they can have him. Do you know what I mean? I don't rate him. I think Matheus Fernandes has more quality. I do.
Yeah.
And I think
But what I'm seeing from a lot of United fans with the Anderson deal, it's like they saw the 120 mil and saw that United are reluctant to pay that, obviously. And everyone's saying, oh, have you not seen the way clubs have acted in the previous years? Arsenal went and spent 100 million on Rice. They gambled and it worked, won the league. Apparently, spending 100 million pounds on a midfielder is the formula. Caicedo, has that worked? No. Enzo Fernandez, has that worked? No. McAllister to Liverpool, it worked, but now they're on the floor and he's looking like he might be on his way out. Like, it's not, the proof isn't necessarily in the pudding yet, is it? It's only worked for one or two of them.
I think with a lot of them clubs, though, the problem is with them. Yeah, I don't think the players they signed are the problem and the price. I think it's the rest of the squad. Like with Chelsea, they signed Caicedo, but look at the rest of the team, mate. Do you know what I mean?
But that's the thing for me, is United might be looking at it from that standpoint. Chelsea went and spent big on 2 midfielders, 3 midfielders, really. They gambled on Palmer. And then the rest of the squad around them has just been crap. Are United looking at it as a situation where it's like, we don't need one marquee signing. We can build a squad for a similar price that can compete. That might be the way they're going. I personally don't agree. I think you do need one big signing, but it comes at the end of when your squad's finished. And for our case, it isn't finished. We're not there yet. So 120 million on Anderson, for me, doesn't make total sense. It's not like written in the stars we have to go for it. I think it's a risk.
I mean, it's similar to Pogba, isn't it? Like, we signed Pogba. I think the player we got was worth the money, especially if you look at the prices people are paying now. But
who did we put next to him?
The platform he had wasn't there to succeed. We
put Matic next to him, and then we put Fred next to him.
We had Pogba playing
with Herrera.
Yeah, we had Pogba playing in DM.
Herrera, yeah. No,
why are we putting Pogba? A man of that talent. How can you put a player like that in DM and expect him to thrive, bro? Like, and carry the team from DM? What the hell are we?
That's what I mean. That's the thing. United tried to prove that they were serious by signing Pogba, but in my opinion, I've said this for a long time. If United were really serious when signing Pogba, they'd have watched the World Cup in 2018, seen how good N'Golo Kante was, and went banging on Chelsea's door. If Sir Alex Ferguson was still here, by the end of that tournament, like, Kante wouldn't have even landed yet, and Sir Alex Ferguson would have been at his house saying, I want you at United. We're not like that anymore. We can't do it anymore.
The thing is, though,
I don't think we've got that level of pull.
But the thing is, it's hard to compare to Sir Alex because with him,
his
name just commanded so much respect that, you know what I mean? Like, that was just someone that could draw players.
And we didn't do a good enough job at replacing him. You know, we were promised when he was leaving, It was going to be Ancelotti, Bale to United, and Ronaldo returns, and we were going to go and win the Champions League with Ancelotti straight away, have another 20-year dynasty. We ended up with David Moyes and Fellaini.
But that's what we listen. Why did we listen to Sir Alex? I'm sorry, yeah. Like, listen. Do you remember when Ineos took what was Sir Alex getting like $2 million a year from United for doing nothing, basically, and then they took him off that. People were complaining,
and he's right. And man was still at the club as well.
That's what I'm saying.
What did Roy Keane say? Hanging around like a bad smell.
He had some truth to his words.
Was he wrong? Why are we putting this money into these people?
This is the problem with clubs nowadays, and United especially. This is why we've been down for so long. We haven't adapted. We haven't been able to move on from the past. And in any walk of life,
hold on to something that doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly. And if you do that in any walk of life, you're gonna stay stagnant or go down. You get me? That's all it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think now with Ineos coming in, at least we're doing something different. At least, but I need to see big signings. I need to see serious intent. That's what I'm missing from them right now.
I need to see something that makes sense to me. Like you say, what's his name from Fulham? Berg. What's he called? Is that his name?
Sander Berg.
I know you're talking about Ederson and Sander Berg. Even if you put Mateus Fernandes in that doesn't make sense as a 3 at all.
Please, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to imagine that in my brain. Sander Berg and Ederson in a pivot. Don't piss me off. I'm sorry.
I'd rather have Anton Stack.
He's a player.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know why he came to mind, but he did. I'd rather have someone like that. Why out of all like someone from Brentford, Mateus Jensen from their midfield? If Ryan's in the chat, I love that. Damsgaard, I love Damsgaard. I really rate him. I wouldn't have him at United though. He doesn't get in. We've got Bruno Fernandes.
Oh no, forget him. There's much better players than him as well. But obviously as well, we haven't talked about yet. It came out a few days ago now. The All or Nothing next season on Amazon Prime. I mean, listen, that's going to be a movie. That's going to be a movie. I can't wait for that. I'll be honest. I want to see how these. I'm loving it. But do you think that with that coming out, that shows you that we're kind of confident we can do something?
That's what I felt. My first thought on it was we've done it a year early, because for me we're not likely to win the league next season, and you want to have a documentary when you win the league. That's what you want. But then I thought, what if it's not just one season? Because did Sunderland get 2? I think Sunderland might have got 2 seasons, and they went down in both, something like that. Was that an All or Nothing, or was that different? Oh no, I think I'm sure that was something different. Yeah, I don't know. City got 1 season, didn't they?
Yeah.
With All or Nothing. I mean, you can make a season out of City, especially at that time. I don't know what season it was, but if you make more than 1 season with City at that time, you're just going to get the same thing over and over again. They were winning all the time. Whereas with United, I think you can get 3 seasons out of that, and it actually be interesting as you progress. Because the way we're going now, they're saying Project 2028. I don't believe that's true. I don't think we're going to win the league in 2028.
Not with how the signings are looking at.
If it goes All or Nothing, 2027, 28, 29, I think you've got 3 seasons there of the progression from us going from in and around the area down from 17th and whatnot. They'll start with that. They'll start United finishing 17th, coming back under Carrick and all that. And by the end of it, you could have one of the greatest documentary shows of all time. Manchester United back up to the top.
I think it's a bit of I don't think they'll do multiple seasons, because I think if you do that, you're putting immense pressure to win something on the
listen,
team.
we say that, but how much money is it going to bring in? It's Manchester United. You're right. Every football fan around the world will watch it. And depending on how much money it brings in, if I was on the board, the marketing staff, whatever it was, who's decided to have this and make this deal, I'd be saying we want another season. And I'm pretty sure Amazon would say the same thing, because you're not going to get bigger than United.
Yeah, you're right about that, mate. I tell you.
But I am excited. I'm excited to see the vibe of the squad, because I feel like since the likes of Rashford, Lingard, Pogba, they've all gone. We used to see a lot coming out of the dressing room from them. A lot of you could see the vibe of the club, and I feel like that's sort of been shut down by Ineos in a way. They've said
Mm.
like don't go round partying in the dressing room. Keep work serious. Keep it amongst yourselves. So we've not really seen anything from this squad other than on the pitch or whatever United puts out themselves. So it'll be interesting to see what we can get from it and see like
Also,
what sort of.
I think there's definitely been a big change in how things are run, especially compared to Amorim, because I think we got the offer. Was it for last season on the Amorim, or was it the season before? Either way, we got an offer on the Amorim, and I think the club was a mess, so they didn't want to do it. And now they've actually accepted it for a record offer. So I feel like
it has been in the making for a while now, hasn't it?
Yeah,
so
I feel like
they do it under
they were just
Amorim,
waiting until they were in a good enough position to not look like idiots. Do you know what I mean?
Because you don't want to be like the amount of documentaries that have come out. Like Arsenal did a documentary. I don't know if it's All or Nothing or what, but like
it was.
The only thing that's come out of that is just Twitter clips, people taking the mick out of Arteta. The clip when he shows the Ivan Toney tweet, nice kick about with the boys today. Like, I don't want that. I want proper serious stuff. People looking at what goes on inside Manchester United and going, "Oh, these lot are serious." That's what I want, and we wouldn't have got that under Amorim. It'd have been a total shit show under Amorim.
Oh yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, you may as well put Big Brother on at that point. People screaming and shouting at each other. It'd have been like Parliament.
Oh, by the way, I'm just seeing here, Lucas Bergvall has told Spurs that he wants to leave, basically. So,
hey, where's that coming from?
I wouldn't mind a little look at it at that. You know what I mean? He's a great
player.
Well,
listen, if you want to take Mateus Fernandes, I wouldn't mind taking Bergvall off then.
Yeah.
Because I think his ceiling's higher. Well, if he's looking at the news, they're looking at signing 2 midfielders that are going to both walk into the first team if they get them. He's got no place in that first team anymore.
Well, true, but I don't agree that he's got a higher ceiling than Mateus. I don't agree with that.
That's fair.
That's fair. I think he's so good, man. You know, there's just the way he.
I think they're different types of midfielders. Controls.
Yeah, but you see him, he's played in the 10 as well. Like he used to be he was a 10 before last season, and he was balling out there. But then he just moved deeper and just looked even better. Do you know what I mean? He's very, very good. He's got the energy. He's obviously the passing is on point. So, you know, proper player, man. Bruno Fernandes give him the co-sign as well. Do you know what I mean? So, hopefully we bring that boy in. Yeah, I mean, forget Spurs, man. Fun them, man.
Is there another Fernandes in world football? Bruno Fernandes, Mateus Fernandes. Is there another Fernandes that plays in midfield? I think it'd be quite funny if we had 3 Fernandeses in midfield.
Yeah, the commentator wouldn't know what to do with himself, mate.
Fernandes. The one who's Cunha, Luke Shaw, Bruno, Cunha. Imagine the 3 Fernandeses. Oh my word, you'd have a field day with that.
Trust me.
Fernandes.
But the fixture list has been released for Manchester United. Well, for all teams, but for Manchester United also, of course. And it looks like we have an easy running. Let me get them up, actually, because I don't have them on right now.
Opening game is, if I remember, the first away game. The first time we played away from home since Bournemouth years ago. Zlatan's first Prem game.
Oh, really?
I think, in the white kit. It was I think the first time Bournemouth came up to the Prem. We played them first, beat them, I think 3-0. Zlatan scored a screamer.
Away to Hull. Interesting.
Away to Hull.
Right.
So same situation. Away to a newly promoted side.
Let me share my screen so you all can see it.
What can you do that? This is new. This is advanced tech, this.
Come on, mate.
We're moving up.
Got it already. Right, you see?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, right, that's why. Hold on. Give me a minute.
There we go.
Right. Can you see me scrolling?
Yeah, just about.
Right, so we got Hull. First 5 games is Hull, Ipswich, Everton, City, then Fulham. I mean,
I'm saying 17 points out of that. First 5.
I know, I'm expecting big points there. Even City, I'm expecting a win at home. Let's bring it to him, man. You get me?
An extra 2 points against City. That's what I'm saying. 3 at Hull, 3 at Ipswich, 3 at Everton, 5 at City, 3 at Fulham.
Okay then. Yeah, so we might be winning the league on the form.
I think it's. Well, I mean, if we manage to get 5 points in one game, I think we'd have a bit of an advantage compared to the rest of the league.
Gonna be 3-0.
You don't get what I just said, do you?
What'd you say?
I said 5 points against City. You can't get 5 points in a game.
Oh yeah, that just went over my head there.
Oh, nice one, mate. Thanks for that. We're meant to be on a podcast here. This is live.
Hey,
we
come
bounce
on,
off each other. Right, so we've got, I think, statistically, it's the first 8 games we've got the easiest, which in comparison to last season, we had the hardest opening 5. So you can't really complain with that.
Well, this is where we slip up, man. So if we have a good start here, I'm going to start to dream, mate. Do you get me? Because this is where we struggle against the teams we should beat.
Well, normally we start the season well with the first game. Like most first games of the season, we all get really excited, like, oh, we're so back, we're well back. And then we go away from home against a mid-table side like last season and end up taking a point. So I think here you've got Hull at home. There's an opportunity to go and Hull away, opportunity to go and batter them. First game at home is Ipswich. Crowd's going to be bouncing. You shouldn't lose that. Then after that, it's Everton away. We've done it last season. Why not do it again? And then City at home, second home game of the season. I think there's a big opportunity there just off the back of the atmosphere to take 3 points.
Yeah. I mean,
and you're testing Maresca. If you look at
what's the hardest game there?
Leeds away. Just because it's Leeds.
You're right. Yeah, I think I agree.
I'd say on paper for me, Everton away, I think is the toughest game. But because of the context of the game, I'm going to say Leeds.
I hear it. I mean, Kyron,
because you don't know where
saying it's going to be 3-0 to City. I mean, keep dreaming, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Let's have a look at City's first games, just so we can see. I want to know if we're the first sort of test for Maresca.
Man City. 26-27 fixtures.
Because if we're their first big game and it's away from home, they might not have found their feet yet if they're playing teams that are a bit too easy. Yep.
Bournemouth, Palace, Coventry, United, Sunderland, Liverpool.
And then us. So, yeah.
I mean,
I reckon you get 9 of 9 in that first 3 games, and then it's us.
Yeah, and then Sunderland is always a tough game. Then they got Liverpool, Ipswich, Villa.
Sunderland. No way! They've got us, then Liverpool, both away, back to back away games. So their away fixtures: Palace away first, which is tough. Us away, which is tough. Liverpool away, and then Villa away. They're tough first 4 away fixtures, man.
Yeah, no, I think
if they're going to be serious, you want to take all the points from that.
I don't think they will, though, man. I think it's a new manager.
I don't think they will, no.
You know, it's a new manager.
We get to see Iraola up against Maresca as well with Liverpool. I'm looking forward to seeing them and how they play.
Yeah. That's going to be a good one to watch. I'm definitely
That's what I'm excited about. It will hurt me a bit because part of me wanted Iraola at one point, not as much as you did. He was your guy, really, weren't he?
I like him a lot, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm going to have to tone it down now that he's gone to Liverpool. Do you get me? So, let's bring it down for now.
I don't think you do. Obviously, I don't want him to do well, but if you admire the coach, you admire the coach.
Well, yeah, everyone knows I think he's a good coach. But, you know, he's at Liverpool.
Obviously, I want him to lose every single game and be crap, but, you know, he's a good coach. He's probably going to do really well with that squad.
Well, I don't know, man. I think they need a lot. Do
you know what I thought? I was thinking it the other night because we mentioned Iraola at Liverpool and we said that Rio Enganoma could have a big season under him. But he likes those direct goal scoring wingers. But do you know who I thought the other night? Isak on the left. I think Isak on the left is an inside forward. Did you just give a side eye to the camera?
No.
No, I think Isak on the left because he's done it before. He's done it before, and he did it for Sweden the other night. I think he is Sweden's guy. And then you get Ekitike in there as well. I think the best way they can go is Isak sort of playing as like a... Because the way Semenyo was playing, it was very direct, very forward, shooting early, getting into the box. I feel like Isak can do that just as well, if not better, with the way he is. If he can stay fit and he's up to the pace he was before he got injured, I think that could be a really good option. The profiles
are different. Yeah, Isak's not the type.
Profiles are different.
Yeah, like obviously he's gonna have to tweak his tactics a bit, obviously. But
yeah, I think his time at Newcastle.
That's the unknown of going to a new club, especially a big club like Liverpool. There's a lot of new profiles.
I think there's
a lot more demands.
I think his time at Newcastle, being like he was a pure 9 at Newcastle up front, finding. I think that's sort of made us forget the player he was before that. Because when he was playing in Spain, and I think did he play in Germany too? I know he played in Spain. When he was playing in Spain, he was a mixture of a striker and a left winger. He played both.
Yeah, he can.
So it's not like he never played on the left.
But when you play striker for so long, you know what I mean?
You want to do everything you can to get both Isak and Ekitike in the team. Sure.
I disagree. I think you got to make your choice. It is what it is. Like, you don't try and fit everything into what... That's when teams just fumble, when you try and fit everything in.
Yeah,
like, that was the problem.
That is true.
That's why I kind of respect Tuchel's selections, because he's not trying to fit everyone in. He's just picking who he believes is going to do the business, mate. Whoever works.
That's why England failed every time.
Exactly. So Southgate was just trying to fit everyone in, and he's putting Foden in on the left wing and that. And he wasn't scoring, you know what I mean? Like, he was just trying to fit everything in, and it just didn't work. So I think you shouldn't do that. I think one of them's gonna have to go next summer.
Well, yeah, that's what it's lining up for. Either you get them both in, or one's gonna want to leave at some point. And if one's gonna leave, it's probably going to be Ekitike, because you don't sell a £150 million player after 2 seasons for half the price. You just don't.
I mean, both of them are quite
I think Ekitike is the one. I'd rather keep Ekitike than Isak.
Yeah, at the moment, 100%. I have to agree with that. 100%. I think you see Isak though, he gets injured loads. Gets injured loads as well. So I don't know.
Is there any other transfer news around the clubs? Actually, we forgot to mention Barcelona apparently interested in Sesko. Apparently so.
Listen, if they're offering Alvarez money, we can talk in it. You get me?
Do you know what I mean? I want, how much should we pay for him? Was it 70, 75?
70, 80.
I want double. I want 150. I want that.
Give me
I want that
man.
Alvarez money. If you're
especially for how they were trying to take the mick with Rashford as well. They were trying to take the mick with Rashford, with the Rashford money. They're trying to say, "Oh, want him on loan for another season." Yeah, all right. Run me 150 for Sesko. You get me? Run that. I need that.
But Sesko wouldn't go. I don't think Sesko would go even if they tripled his wages. I don't think he would. I think he is genuinely, like what he said. Sometimes you get players who come and they say, "Oh, I've always dreamed of playing for Manchester United. Oh, they're the biggest club in the world, this and that." I feel like Sesko genuinely thinks that. I wouldn't, like the way I see him play and the way he's like reacted. He's very professional about it, whilst also showing the fact that he's gassed that he's playing for Man United.
Yeah, man, that's what them are, humble killers. You get me? That's what we need. But the fact
I think the only way that
Barcelona,
the only way he could be swayed is the Zlatan connection, because he loves Zlatan, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think it's that deep. Like, he's played for United as well, isn't it? So it's one of them. Well, Sesko won't leave unless we want to move him on. That's what I believe. And Barcelona coming in. Them man are probably going to try and offer us 60 mil plus Ferran Torres.
The cheek to even have him on the list.
They're jokers. You know what, though? That also shows me what I've been telling everyone else. Sesko is very talented boy, mate. His potential is sky high.
People act like we were the only club after him last summer, and that he was a waste of space and a waste of a signing.
He was Arsenal's first choice.
He voted the worst signing of the window at like 3 weeks into the season by The Athletic, by acclaimed journalists, apparently. By far the worst signing or something like that. All of a sudden, he's been one of the most promising.
Well, listen, that's how it is. You know how it is with United. Any player that comes to Manchester United, you put one foot wrong, the media are onto you like sharks onto the blood, mate. they are onto you. They're circling. So at the end of the day, I don't give a damn what the media says. I have my eyes. I know what I see, and I see a top class talent there, mate. I really do. I mean, even last season, we saw glimpses of what he can do. The speed he's shown. Remember that goal against Everton where Tarkovsky nearly pulled his hammy trying to chase him?
Ridiculous.
This guy's 6'5" and runs like Usain Bolt, son. You get me? He's got
Dan
great
James,
technique.
but he's actually effective.
Yeah, he's got great technique. He can score headers. He can jump higher than the flipping crossbar. Like, bro.
And he's improved across the season. I think there's a clear path of his improvement. You go game by game where he's played. You can see the signs in the early games of his link-up play and all that stuff. And then second half of the season, Bruno's had a few conversations with him, said, when I get the ball, I need you here, and I will find you and you will score. And it started happening for him. It didn't take long. I thought it would take a year. It took him 4 months and he started scoring.
People forget how young he is too. Like, he's 22. 22?
Oh yeah, even if he doesn't light the league on fire next season, he's got another 2 years of development really before I expect him to be bagging in 20 a season.
Well, you know what are your expectations for him next season then? Because he just got 10 goals, 10 goals.
I can see him having a similar season in the league, but I think the Champions League is where he's going to shine. I think he's going to be really good in the Champions League. I mean, he has been in the past. He's already done it. And I feel like strikers for United, normally, you get more space in behind. That's why Højlund was doing well in the Champions League. Because that's what he was looking for. Back to goal, Højlund couldn't do it. But when the defence is on the halfway line and you have to beat them, how many times have we seen United players score goals like that in the Champions League compared to the league? It's just, you get way more chances like that.
Yeah.
And that's what Sesko was good at before he came to United. In the Bundesliga, all his goals, all his highlights, all the best moments of him was him receiving the ball halfway line, running and just slamming it into the net.
He is an experienced UCL player.
He is. He's had his moments already. It's nothing new to him. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And I think you'll see a different side to him where he can express himself a bit more.
I do think as well, like, even with the Ederson transfer, the reason why I'm not too mad about it is because you see him, he's in his prime. He's got Champions League experience. He's been to a final. Like, I do think
that's all it takes.
That's
sometimes
so important. It's so important to get them type of players in, man. You know,
the transition from no Champions League to Champions League football. Sometimes all you need is players that have played there before, players that are used to the environment. Because we've gone into the Champions League. We got to a quarter final, beat PSG, got to a quarter final with a load of academy lads and players who had either were past it or had no experience in the Champions League before. Rashford had no Champions League experience prior to that, did he?
No.
Did Lingard? Obviously Pogba had been in a final, but that was like 6 years prior. Like these players, Lukaku hadn't played in the Champions League before that. And we made it to a quarter final. The difference maker in that was that we just didn't have enough Champions League experience, those big games under the lights. You have to have that. So if you've got players like Kobbie Mainoo, for example, if we make it far, we get to let's say the quarterfinals. I'm not saying Mainoo's going to crumble under the pressure, but there's a chance that he is because he's never been there before. That's why you bring someone like Ederson on who's done it before, who's played in the Champions League, who's used to it, and can stay composed.
I don't think it's a matter of crumbling under the pressure. I think what it is people that haven't played in the Champions League is a very different type of. It's a different game. It's a different type of game. It's a different pace. You know, I think with the Premier League, it's very back to front all game. It's just high energy. But with the Champions League, it can be slow and then just change in an instant.
It's a lot more technical. More technical.
So,
which is why I think Kobbie's going to do great in the Champions League. I think he'll be better in the Champions League than he is in the league. But we don't know that. That's the point. So if we do get in the Champions League and Kobbie does look a bit shaky, for those group stage games, start Ederson. Bring Kobbie on with 20 to go. Just get us over the line in those group games. Or whatever it is, the league format now.
Yeah, we got
first time we'll be playing in that, innit?
Yeah,
in this new league format.
And use it. At the end of the day. What is it? Flipping 3 midfielders we're going to bring in. Needed. In fact, people could argue we need one more because we're going to be playing in FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League, Premier League. That's 4 competitions. So
what do you think we're going to end the summer with?
Where?
What do you think we're going to end the summer with in terms of not like specific players, but how many signings and where are they going to be?
I
Like,
think
honest prediction.
I expect from what I'm seeing and what Ineos have shown me, they're not the type to go all out and just get bare players. So I think we're going to get max 5, max. But 4 or 5, I see. But we need at least 6 or 7. 7 more, really.
I think we need 6 at least, but I think we're going to get I think we could get 4. I think we might not even get 5.
We're going to get 3 midfielders and 1 other player.
I don't think we're going to get 3 midfielders.
Listen, that would
I think we're going to get 2. It would be atrocious if we get 2. If it's Edison and 1 more, doesn't matter who it is. It could be like bring back Roy Keane in his prime.
You know what? Though?
You have to get.
You know what? Though? You got to think about like also they probably will sign a player that's very cheap as well. Like we're not just going to sign. I'm assuming there's going to be like 4 big signings or 4 like players worth like 50 mil plus, and then maybe 1 or 2.
Well, yeah, there's going to be last season. It was 3 market signings, and then Lammens on top of it, who at the time wasn't, but ended up being a really important signing. So I think same time round, just add another marquee signing on top of it with the Champions League budget. I think 4 marquees and then another 1 or 2, maybe.
Yeah. Even Aidan Heaven, mate, £1 million, and he's become a part of the squad.
Do you know what I mean? Players, it's the signings like that I'm getting excited about, which is a shame, really, because we haven't really seen much like that. Although you don't really have a build up for that. It's sort of like you wake up one morning, it's like United have signed Aidan Heaven for £1 million. It was like, oh, some kid who's going to go into the youth team. And then you check United's Twitter and he's had a photo shoot in a stadium. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Kids first team.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah. I mean, so we can get surprises like that. I thought Diego Leon was going to be that. I thought he was going to come in like because the age he was. What did he come when he was like 18? He looked about 30. I thought he was going to be a Wayne Rooney at left back and just absolutely boss it despite his age. He's come in and apparently, I mean, I haven't watched much of him in the youth squad, but apparently he doesn't look like he's going to step up from what I've heard.
I mean, well, listen, I've heard that we are going to see a lot more youngster minutes next season, considering the amount of competitions we're in. And I'm excited for that because, listen, we've got JJ Gabriel. He's obviously the big one that people are excited about. I mean, he's going to be 16. He's going to be 15 when the season starts. So he may be a bit too young, but people think he's that good. You know what I mean? So we'll see with that. We've got Jim Thwaites. We've got, apparently, Jack Fletcher's going to get some more minutes. I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean?
Fletchers. I don't like the Fletchers.
Yeah, but yeah.
Each to their own. But for me next season, the 2 I'm excited about is obviously JJ Gabriel, but I don't think he's gonna get. I think there's a chance he doesn't even play unless it's like a throwaway cup game. I think he'll get minutes, but I don't think it'll be enough. It's not enough. I'm not expecting enough for me to get excited over. And also, we've got other people who are, 5 years older than him who should really next season be their breakthrough. I think Jim Thwaites and Shea Lacey are the 2 for me, who, if they're going to do it, it's going to be next season.
And that's another reason why I'm like,
who is there?
It's another reason why I'm to watch next season. You know what I mean?
Because all of a sudden you've got.
We didn't even talk about Somerville, did we?
No.
He's been balling out.
Good performance, another goal.
Absolutely balling out for Netherlands. And
another goal, I think, an assist too.
Would you do it
for 50? 100%, I'd do it for 50. In the left, look at the left winger market in a minute. Like me and you spoke about yesterday. Yan Diomande is going for 100 mil. He's younger than Somerville, fair enough. Is he anywhere near as good as Somerville?
Forget about it.
No, in my opinion, I don't think he is.
Forget about it.
Then you've got the signings we made last season. We signed 2 wingers, sort of 65, 70 million quid. I think Njai would be around the same price, 70 million. So if you can pick up a Premier League experienced winger that's performing at the World Cup for £50 million, I think that's a steal.
So NDI or Somerville?
NDI, you already know. NDI over anyone. I'm taking NDI over anyone except Lamine Yamal.
I agree with you that NDI is a better player, yeah, but I just think one thing is so important when you're building a squad is profiles, man. We ain't got a winger like Somerville. He's a proper winger, pace,
That is true.
direct. You get me? You see,
I think
NDI
Njai would have worked better under Amarim. I think because he replicates what Ahmad does on the right. I think as a left wing back.
Nah,
personally, that's where I would have put him, because I think Ahmad was doing just a good enough job on that
I remember
side.
having that conversation. I think if you were looking at a left wing back, I think the more type of profile you need is a Semenyo, because you see, like, I think Semenyo for me is a wing back. If you look at him, even if you look at him at City, yeah, City fans are onto him now because he ain't got a touch. You know what I mean?
Because this is what's happened to Semenyo happened to Amad Diallo at the same time. Semenyo for Bournemouth was picking the ball up from much deeper than where he is now at City. At City, he's like furthest up the pitch a lot of the time. He doesn't come back at all. Whereas at Bournemouth, it was like if they get the ball out from a corner or like from a goal kick, he's dropping into their half, picking it up and running. That's the exact same with Amad. And then formation change, manager change. Now Amad's playing on the wing and he's higher up. It doesn't suit him as well. So yeah, like you say, it's all about profile. So now 100%. You've said that, to be fair, I think Somerville probably it could be the better option to Njai, because he likes to stay forward. He likes to be higher up the pitch, and that's what we need at the minute.
Yeah, I think even at West Ham, like the reason why he wasn't scoring a lot of goals was because I feel like with him
enough chances.
Yeah. So
I think it's as simple as that. You put him in a better team that creates more, he will do more.
Yeah. And obviously, I think as well, they didn't really give him the ball that much until he started to score. I mean, the main man was Jared Bowen and Lucas Paqueta and them man there. You know what I mean? They weren't really looking at Somerville as the guy to get them out of trouble when he should have been that. And they did do that, but too late because he got relegated. You get me?
Took his chance when he got it. They just gave him the chance too late.
100%.
That was it. And now they're losing him.
I think he could be a great player waiting to explode, man. So I'd do it for 50. But if we're paying 50 for my man, I tell him, yo, listen, allow them prices there for Mateus. 70 mil, hold it. You get me?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's another one for me. If Somerville's 50, Mateus Fernandes can't be 85. He's not 35 million pounds more than Somerville. If you look at what I understand, he's younger. He's probably on a longer contract, and he probably cost them more money. But player for player, at a relegated side, I think Somerville did almost just as much as Fernandes did for them last season to keep them up.
I agree. Probably more, but obviously Mateus's work goes a bit unnoticed more than Somerville's, though. To be fair,
yeah, he keeps it ticking. I'd love both of them. To be fair, send us both. Give us Bowen on a free on top of it as well.
Oh yeah, slap him in there. You know what? As well, yeah, I've realized what they're doing towards because they need 150 mil. They need to make 150 to like stay on good with financial, so they can spend in the summer. And these men were trying to get 130 out of us for two players. I see what they're trying to do.
Ridiculous. Yeah, because they know we've got the money. It's United tax is still a thing. I thought we got rid of it last season with our signings. Turns out we haven't.
It's a sticky situation, though, isn't it? Because it's like if we don't pay it, yeah, cool. We it's good. Like people know they can't take the piss out of us now. But if we do pay, but then at the same time, I don't want to miss out on it. So if I have to pay the 80, I might do it for him.
I think that we're going to pay the 80 for Mateus Fernandes. I think we are.
Total
because
package.
If you look at what happened with Anderson, we were saying between the 70 and 85 million pound range, right? So we're willing to spend that much on a midfielder. Fair enough, Anderson might be better in some people's opinions than Fernandes, but if you're going to spend that much on Anderson and you can't get it over the line, your next best guy is the same amount of money that you wanted to spend in the first place. You still get your midfielder that's going to start for you, and you spend the amount of money that you wanted to. You stay in line with the budget. I assume that's why they wanted to spend a certain amount of money on a midfielder.
I mean, I don't know how much you watched of Mateus, but do you think our Mainu Mateus pivot would work with Bruno in the 10?
I can't call it at all. I can't call that. I think we in terms of like controlling games, we'd be much better at it. I mean, you got to remember he's replacing Casemiro, who can't run. So it doesn't matter if Fernandez doesn't cover like the most ground on the pitch.
He will do that though.
every
He's
single
got
game.
energy, man.
As long he will do it, but as long as he's running more than Casemiro, in my opinion, that's an improvement. Because I personally don't care about the headed goals and stuff like that. Obviously, I
we
do
need to
care
play
because
better.
they're goals,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, but we need to play better football. We can't be relying on the set pieces. I want to see United playing football, and that's what that's going to do. You're going to lose the corner goals, the headed goals from Casemiro, but you're going to gain the running in the midfield. You're going to get caught out on the counter attack way less. So yeah, I think I'm not going to say it will work because that's saying it's going to be amazing, but I think it will be a massive improvement on what we have already.
I think,
and also Cobby's made a massive improvement towards the end of the season in terms of like a year ago, if you said to me, Cobby can do the pivot job next to Casemiro, I'd have said no chance. No way. He can't do it. Proving me wrong massively. All the way. So that only tells me that he's going to not only prove people wrong, but go even further with it. And
I think defensively, he looks so much better, man. You see him making slide tackles.
He's covering the right areas now. He used to be all over the place when in transition. I personally think that's Ten Hag's fault because everyone in transition was crap under Ten Hag, and that was his first coach in professional football. So that's all he knows. All he knows is a coach who's telling him the wrong things. Now Carrick's come in and he's had some proper sort of advice from a proper midfielder who knows where to be at the right times despite not being very quick. He's clearly improving from it. So I don't see why he's not going to go further with it. And then you add Mateus Fernandez to it, who can do the running on his behalf. I think we're sorted. I think all right.
Will that pivot work? I think you've got to give it time. But this is why it's important to get different profiles. This is why I don't mind the Ederson signing, because it's a bit more physical and all that. So, for certain games, you can do different things. You're not going to play that pivot every game. Do you know what I mean? So you're going to have to have different profiles. But for me, Mateus would definitely work with Manu in there, man. I think.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I told you this. I saw a fanzine interview from Carrick where he said, which made me like him a lot more. He said, United need to be playing front foot, attacking football and all that, which made me so happy, man, because that shows me that he's not looking to play this counter-attack BS. He's looking to actually play football and put on a show. So this is what I want to see.
I feel like I felt that. I felt that when he came in, that the football that we were playing against, the City game was amazing. That was all us, all 90 minutes, all over him, absolutely battered him. Next game was Arsenal. I expected us to sit in because that's what you have to do. But after that, we were sitting in and holding ourselves back in games where we, on paper, shouldn't really have to. But I got the sense that Carrick didn't want to play like that, but felt like he had to because of the midfield pivot he had and the injuries at the back and the lack of top-class fullbacks and things like that. So when you improve the squad, you then get the right to change how you play. And that's what I expected from Carrick. So if he said that, then it's going the direction I hoped it would go.
Yeah, man, it's exciting. You get me? It's exciting. So now,
exciting times.
That inspires me more about this next season now. It's making me more excited. Mm-hmm. But last topic I wanted to touch on, because we've got to finish up soon. Lewis Hall, we haven't covered. Lewis Hall, obviously the links have gone a bit quieter now. But listen,
quiet.
If we get him, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna say crazy things. If we get Mateus Fernandez, another solid midfielder, a Somerville, Lewis Hall, I'm gonna say crazy stuff, mate. I'm telling you.
I've already said crazy things. I said crazy things along those lines 3 months ago. Towards the back end of the season, I said if we fix this, and this, meaning the midfield, the left back situation, and in my opinion, I think the centre back situation should be fixed over the left wing one. But if we're going to do that with the players that I said, for example, Lewis Hall, someone like an Anderson who's going to do the running, which Fernandez is, a partner for Cobby, someone to bring off the bench that isn't Ugarte, and then a winger that's direct, I said we will challenge for the title. So now we're actually trying to do those things. I can't go back on my word. If those signings happen, I think we're going to challenge for the title. I think we have a good chance at it.
It's about the quality, though, man. That's all it is. If I see the quality coming in the positions we need to fill, then I'm gonna dream. But if I'm seeing Sunderberg and Edison in midfield, forget it.
But also,
you know
if those signings do happen, I know I say like I think we'll challenge for the title. If we don't challenge for the title, I won't be disappointed. As long as if we can, I'm not going down that path anymore of we either have to do it now or it's never going to happen. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping for big things under Carrick straight away, of course. If we could win the league every year, I'd love it. But it's not going to happen. If we can stay around that top 4 area, back-to-back Champions League seasons, which we haven't done really since Sir Alex Ferguson, then it's big progress. It's the best position we'll have been in a long time.
Yeah. I think it's there for the taking as well.
It's definitely there for the taking. It's on Arsenal. It's in Arsenal's hands to lose. Obviously, they're the holders, and I think going into the season, they are the only team that have proof that they can go and do it again. No other team has that. But does that mean that Arsenal are going to do it? All it takes is one team to be on it.
We don't
it's
know
Arsenal, like that. They're a up and down club. Even under Arteta, they've been up and down, up and down. They've obviously got close to it, but if you look at the points and the performances, times it's been really good, then it's been really crap, then it's gotten better, then it's really crap. They've won the league now. Are they going to go up again? I don't see evidence of them going up and up and up and up and up. I see them stagnated, up, down, really up, really down, and then up and winning the league in a circumstance that Pep Guardiola isn't as good as he once was and had a load of injuries. That's why they won the league. That's why they won the league.
Yeah, I think that once again, it is there for the taking. But you see what I think holds us back. This is why I was kind of big for, I guess for this season, I kind of don't mind it. But Harry Maguire and like Luke Shaw staying here. Like these guys, even if they're not starters, like let's say we get injuries and they have to start. Let's say Carrick wants to play a high line. All of a sudden, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, come on, we're back to counter-attacking football, mate. We're back to sitting back because they can't play high front foot. They can't do it. We'll get blitzed every game on the counter. So at the end of the day, I think getting rid of the deadwood is more important than people understand. People underestimate how important that is.
I agree. I agree with Luke Shaw. Should go. I think this season he won't.
Don't tell me Maguire.
Listen. I'm not saying we should keep him and like plot. This is his last year. Maguire's last year. I don't care.
Yeah. Right,
I don't care because the situation that I thought it was going to be before the summer window was that we were going to sign a centre back this summer to cover for the potential injuries of De Ligt and Martinez, which the proof is there. And someone like Maguire either gets a wage cut or goals. We're not going to get a centre back now. So that just gives me more reason to why Maguire should stay. And Maguire can do a job. But acting like Maguire can't do a job. In some games, he might fit. And he's also, I think, besides Bruno, he's arguably the biggest presence in the dressing room in terms of like the experience and the way he carries himself as a professional. In my opinion, since Sir Alex Ferguson has left Manchester United, he's been the most professional Manchester United player I've seen.
No, I agree.
By some distance. And I think
I like him as a player. I do. But my thing is, when you're trying to change the way the culture is at the club, when you're trying to change the footballing style, you can't have players like him who cannot play that style. Like let's say if we get if Lissandro and De Ligt, these men are injury prone, we know this. We ain't gonna have them for a full season. So let's say both of them get injured. Then we're back to play Maguire and Euro sitting back on the halfway, sitting back at the edge of our box, and we won't be
Euro.
You know what I mean? So it's not.
I forgot Euro was at the club. I can't lie. I really forgot about Euro.
I better see Heaven getting minutes over him. You know.
Do you know what I mean? I've had enough. I'm not gonna say I've had enough of Euro, but time's ticking, mate. You were 50 million quid, and the other guy was $1 million. Like, let's cut it down. Take the million out. What can you get for 50 quid? You can get FIFA for 50 quid, right? That's pretty decent. For a quid, you can get you can't even get a dairy milk anymore. You're telling me the dairy milk's better than FIFA? On what planet?
Yeah, the value for money is insane.
The value for money is ridiculous. And for me, if it isn't next season for Euro, we should be looking at cashing in
You know what? I agree. You know what? Yeah, it's a tough one because he's very young, but
He's very young.
I think the situation and circumstance kind of makes it necessary to do, because it's either do we let him stay and just hope he does well, or keep him and it could hold us back when we've got a centre back there in heaven who's already showing that he's more ready to take on the challenge right now, man. So it's a sticky situation. But
Well, yeah, that's my take on it. I mean, we say he's young, and you do give young players time, but for me personally, a lot of the time when I'm watching the game and I'm in the moment, I don't care how young you are. If you're in the first team, I'm treating you like a first team player, because Aidan Heaven's done it. He's looked composed. He's looked like a professional that's played for 10 years. Kusanov's doing it at City. You know, there's players all around the league, young centre backs that are doing it at a top
if people
level.
were like that with Yamal, we wouldn't have Yamal doing what he's doing now. If people would just start to think about age.
Exactly. Because if Lamine Yamal came through at United, it'd be a nightmare. because I don't care how good that guy is. If he has a bad game, I'm getting onto him. Don't care if he's 18.
By the way, I've clocked how other clubs don't know, other fans don't know how good Heaven actually is. Like I was talking to my dad, and he was dissing off Heaven, even when he played against Chelsea away last season, and at the end of the season, and he absolutely dominated. He wasn't having it. He was like, I don't see what you see.
What did he call them smooth centre backs? Rolls Royce.
He's a Rolls Royce.
He's got Rolls Royce potential. That's the kind of centre back he's going to be, sweeping. He's got ridiculous amounts of potential. I think. I mean, I said it when we signed him. I think after he started getting minutes, I remembered that he cost $1 million. Right, a lot of people say that the greatest signing in English football history is Jamie Vardy to Leicester for £1 million. Aidan Heaven's 19. If he goes on and meets his potential and is successful at United, we're lining up to have the best signing of all time in terms of value for money. Like seriously, I probably won't put him above Vardy because of his story and that, but on paper, the guy might be the best signing in Premier League history if he meets his potential.
How can you watch Heaven and just not the ability oozes out of him on the ball, consistent? He drops the shoulder in his own box.
That's what I tell everyone. I say, go and watch them two, or bring aliens down to Earth, and the only thing they understand is football. Point at Aidan and not Aidan and Heaven, Yoro and Heaven, and say one of them was 50 mil and one of them was 1 million. Guess which one was which? 100% of the survey would say Aidan Heaven was 50 million. No doubt.
100%.
It's just put it in the context of what the signing is. No one even thought he was going to be a first team player, and all of a sudden, he's got photo shoot in Old Trafford. He walks into the first team and performs. I mean, that game against Newcastle, when we had all the kids on and we kept a clean sheet, he got man of the match. And you know what, I'm thinking back to that as well. He had a post-match interview. There was like 12 games left of the season. He was talking about potentially winning the league that year. He's got the mentality as well. No matter what, he knows if it ain't over, it ain't over. Anything is possible. Don't care how far you are back. As long as the points tally is possible, you can go win it. So he's already got that mentality in his head.
That's another reason why he's hungry. He's young and he's hungry. I mean, when you look at Rashford and the things he's done,
he wants to do
put it in contrast. You just see it's a big, massive difference in terms of the mentality, man. And we can't have
no nerve. He's not nervous. He doesn't look shaky. He looks composed. He makes the right decisions. There's times where he's been a bit shaky.
He drops the shoulder.
You know what I mean? He's driving up the pitch. He's driving into the midfield, spraying it out wide. Whereas Yoro looks like a donkey on his back legs sometimes. He's just like all over the place, man. Honestly, he really.
Do you remember that game where that Suleimano absolutely rinsed Yoro? I thought that's the day when my stocks went down on him a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Because for me, that's the difference. Because when I think about it, Yoro's a bit of a moment centre back. Like I remember we had one. We subbed him on for a centre back, and it was like, what we doing? We're going back to Amorim style. And he was like, everyone up the pitch, Yoro at the back. And you know what? He kept out 3 goals on his own. Fair enough. But that was 5 minutes of play. Heaven he goes under the radar because he doesn't have these big moments, these amazing last-ditch tackles.
It's like Saliba a bit. Gabriel stands out more than Saliba. It's extremely similar to that because
Yeah.
Gabriel. If you look at Gabriel,
I personally think Saliba's better than Gabriel.
oh, not even close. Not even close. You see, Gabriel, he's the
Yeah.
one that's always doing the slide tackles, putting his last foot out and that, getting some blocks, don't get it twisted. But
Scoring
Saliba does his job
headers,
so
all
well,
that
he
stuff.
don't need to do that. You get me? That never happens for Saliba because he's so good, bro. You get me? That's
I mean,
heaven,
you look at Gabriel in the Brazil games. I mean, he didn't look up to scratch really. Against Morocco, he looked poor. Definitely not the same player as he was at Arsenal. Whereas Saliba at France, I can see him playing the exact same way, the same level.
You know, it's different. You know why? Because Saliba at France and at Brazil for Gabriel, when Gabriel's left on his own, see at Arsenal, he's protected. They put bodies back. People are working for him and that. So when you're exposed, look at PSG in the final with Marquinhos. Yeah, both fullbacks are there. Marquinhos and Pacho are on their ones, mate. You get me? If they got a winger 1-on-1 coming down the line, they've got to deal with it, and he deals with it. That's the difference. Gabriel can't do that. This is why I say profile of players. Like this is why I say Maguire. If Maguire gets left 1-on-1, here is curtains. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's finished.
Gabriel. But if you put players around him, Maguire for it as well, he looks great. Like he's winning every header and all this. But yeah, man. But listen, Maka, it was a great show. Thanks for coming on again. And thanks for tuning in, people. Drop a like and subscribe. You know what I mean? There's going to be more content. We're staying consistent around here. You know what I mean? So join the journey, subscribe, and see you next time.